right, we're going in 10. 10 pass-throughs, 10 overhead squat, 10 SOTS press to start. And go. For the pass-through, just nice and slow. Take your time. And if it's really easy, you can always use a closer grip to make it more challenging. Hi, Jill. For the overhead squat, make sure the arms are locked out the entire time. Stick is slightly behind the ears for the duration of that squat. Do your best to hit your normal depth. On the SOTS press, try to keep the chest up as high as you can while you're pressing. Think about moving the stick in a straight line. Again, after your 10 SOTS press, you'll have 30 jumping jacks, 10 burpees. Got to get the heart rate up at the end. That's a well-behaved dog right there, Katie. Just waiting for you to finish the jumping jacks. But even focus on your positions on the burpees, right? Try to get the feet up outside of the hands when you jump up. Good jump at the top. Good push up at the bottom. Always something to improve. Again, after your 10 burpees, you'll go back to the top. Still have about 3.5 minutes left. On the second round, just try a slightly narrower grip on the pass-through and the overhead squat. There you go, Mike. Back to the sweatshirt. No umbrella today. Marines still have the oars though, which I really like.
I'm watching the dog attack Katie. It's pretty funny. Dogs just think you're trying to have fun when you're working out. They don't understand. Just about 1 minute left here. Hopefully get through all your burpees. That's the dream. I really feel like we're back at the gym and walking around with the stick again. And we're good there. Little break, we'll go over core. All right, for core skill today, our interval will be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and we'll do 2 rounds through this. 3 movements, I'll demonstrate in a second. The first one will be a Superman plus arm circle. We'll then have the bicycle and then our toe touches. Again, 2 rounds, 40 seconds on, 20 off. For the Superman arm circle, we haven't done it much. You're gonna lay on your belly and then we're essentially going to do arm circles. So it's going to look like this. On the ground, I'm going to arch first, circle, slow, and back. Okay, notice very slow movement. I'm really thinking about keeping my hands back this way on that circle. I'm trying to get all the way up, all the way down. And again, super slow, slow motion almost. Bicycle, make sure we get full extension of one leg, elbow to knee, and then alternate. In straight leg, like so, instead of that stuff. And then the toe touch, both feet are up, reach, reach. Try to keep legs straight, try to keep toes at your face, and feet are together. That is what we've got. Let's get set up. We'll go in a minute. I felt like my best Superman demonstration in a while. Getting better. All right, so again, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Superman, make sure you're arch holding and then throw in those arm circles after that position's locked in. Going in 10. Superman arm circle. And go. And when the hands are above your head, they should be reaching to ceiling as well. We're always thinking about pulling the hands back, keeping the arch. Try to keep the knees off the ground with the legs straight. Five more seconds. And good. 20-second break. We'll get into the bicycle. Hopefully we all felt that. And go. And we want to fully straighten that leg. And it should only be an inch or two off the ground when fully extended. Ten more seconds. Good. And then the toe touch. Again, toe touch, legs are staying straight up in the air the whole time. You're just reaching up and down. It's not like a pike where the legs and arms go down and up. And go. Just a nice controlled crunch at the top, even a half-second pause. Keep working to keep the legs straight. Ten more seconds. Good. Nice job. One more round. Back to the Superman. Belly gets a little relief on this one. And go. We're really locking that Superman position first and then go with the arm circles from there. It's really good, Mike. Good, Jelaine. Keep the chest up. And good. Bicycle time. And go. Make sure that lower back stays into the ground. Ten seconds. Really good reps from everybody here. Good. And the last one, the toe touch. We're going in 10. And go. Looks good, Kevin Sherry. Nice tempo on it. Always want to keep some control on these movements. If you feel like you're just flailing up there, try to slow it down. Ten seconds. Let's get a couple more reps. And good. Nice job. Pretty basic core session, but that's what you got to do. Do you guys feel the Superman arm slides? Mid, upper back, lower back, thumbs up, thumbs down? Yes. Good. This is a good movement with that one too, where you utilize the stick for the same idea. I'll have to throw that in sometime soon. It's essentially like a Superman SOTS press, I guess. All right, we'll get into today's strength. Very lower body focused here. Some upper body isometric with the overhead position, but we'll do a set every 3 minutes, 3 sets total. We have our paused overhead squat for 8 to 12 reps. That is the same rep scheme as last week, but it's up to you guys to make that more challenging. So either try to use a little more weight or try to increase the reps you did by 1 or 2. So last week, if you did 10 reps the whole time, try to get 11 or 12 the whole time today. You guys get the idea there. Single leg RDL, we'll keep it the same reps as well, 10 to 15 each side. For some, you could just try to improve the position, improve the balance. For others, if you feel pretty strong in that movement already, try to increase the weight. The single leg RDL can be done with no weight, a dumbbell, a barbell out in front, a plate at the chest or in front. It's really up to you. Go over those movements quickly, and then we'll get into the warm-up. For the overhead squat, if you're utilizing a plate that is a little bit more challenging than if you had a bar in the wide grip. With the plate, the hands are going to be more narrow, but do your best to lock out. Squat. And come up. Okay, and remember we're doing that pause at the bottom. I don't want to go down, have the plate come forward. I want to make sure it stays back and driving up. And the same would go for if you're using a bar or a stick on that movement. Okay, single leg RDL. The most comfortable that I found is, so say my right foot's on the ground, my left hand would hold the plate or dumbbell, hinge, flat back, come up, squeeze my butt, and make sure my hips come all the way through. I don't want to leave my hips back here to finish, so all the way through, and then I go again, hips all the way through at the top, okay? Let's play around with those 2 movements. If you have questions, let me know. Do my best to answer.
Hey, Alex, I got disconnected. I was out of room and I didn't see anything.
I'll show you the board again.
Oh, thank you.
No matter what overhead squat variation you're going with, we have to make sure those arms stay locked out. It is very tough with the plate, but just do your best. Really got to keep your torso upright, Katie, especially in the bottom. That looks good. Should be ready for these after the overhead plate lunges the other day. Lots of legs lately.
As I grab the bar, I'm still wrecked from those lunges. My back. Oh.
Oh, yeah. We'll go about 1 more minute here and then we'll start. I want to make sure everyone has time to warm up and feel good on this. Kathy, try to lock those arms. I think you can do it. Yep. There it was. That was good. You can always do a couple reps with a plate and then switch over to a stick just to get a little bit of weight on there and practice the position. So maybe do half the reps with the plate, half the reps with the stick. Okay, so again, here we'll have a set every 3 minutes, 3 sets total, 8 to 12 reps on your paused overhead squat. You're pausing at the bottom for a second or two, and then driving up, making sure arms are locked the entire time. Should never be any elbow bend, any sort of movement there. That's just dialed in throughout. And then 10 to 15 reps each side on your single leg RDL. Back is rigid the entire time, and we're working through a full range of motion. So try to feel a little stretch in the hamstring at the bottom, squeeze your butt at the top. Get the clock ready. And this will probably push us pretty close to that full interval. You might only have 20 to 30 seconds rest. And go. Remember to pause in the bottom of the squat. Working to keep that stick or plate slightly behind the ears. Jill, that's really good. Keep working that plate back, Jelaine. Good job, Nikki. Nice, Jana. So on that single leg RDL, I want your hips to stay square. One thing to help with that is to make sure your back toe is pointing straight down and not pointing out when you hinge. So if that toe comes out, right, we want to turn it in to square off the hips. Hope that makes sense. Somewhat hard to describe. The flatter your back is, the more you'll feel the hamstring. Remember what I talked about, make sure you bring the hips all the way through at the top and try to do that before that other foot plants. Looks good, Katie. Good, Bridget. We've got about 30 seconds. Like I said, not much rest time on this. If you do need extra time, don't rush. Finish your reps, take your rest, and then start up round 2. Round 2, and go. A little longer pause there, Bridget. There you go. That was really good. Nice, Ashley. Looks really good, Streeter. Cav, a little longer pause again. Nice. And we're aiming for that hamstring stretch on the single leg RDL. So if you don't feel it, make sure you reduce the amount of knee bend you're using. Think about pushing your butt back and up on the way down. Weight distribution in the foot is mostly midfoot, a little bit of heel on this. Certainly not on the toe for the single leg RDL. Set 3 whenever you're ready. Let's go active arms here in that pause. Really punch up in the bottom of the squat. Nice, Kayla. Job, Kathy. Make sure the knees are pushed out in the pause. Take your time, no rush on these. I know I don't even want to get through them, but take your time, work the movement. Just like a lot of movements, if you feel exclusively lower back, typically it helps just to go lighter. Build up the strength and then think about adding load from there. Once you guys finish, take a minute to rest and relax, clean up anything you need to, grab a drink, all that sorts of good stuff. We'll start talking about the Metcon in about 2 minutes. I think we're gonna keep the plate overhead squat in, at least in a warm up once we get back. Maybe in a Metcon once in a while. You guys wanna see Joe? Joe's here. Where is he? There he is.
Morning, everyone. Oh, is Jane in class?
Jane's here. She's got no video right now, but she's in there.
Good morning, Jane. I'll give Jane a shout out.
Good morning, Joe.
Yes. All right, guys, we'll go over the Metcon now. It's amazing how just seeing people makes you so happy. All right, so today's Metcon will have a 13-minute AMRAP, 10 burpees, 20 plate ground overhead, 30 plate push press, and then 40 sit-ups. For this, it's a somewhat long workout, so definitely do not sprint right away. However, the sit-ups will be kind of a recovery time for many of us, recovery for the heart rate, recovery for the shoulders. So maybe some of us can push very hard through burpee and the plate movements and then recover on the sit-up, but everyone is a little bit different. So you'll have to kind of know your pacing there. But you just really can't go that fast on the sit-up. So I think most of us will get a drop in the heart rate. For the movements, the burpee, you guys are burpee experts now. Make sure chest gets to ground. One extra thing, try to get your feet outside the hands when you jump up. Like so, just to be a little more efficient than a little jump at the top before you go to the next, instead of this position, right? I want to get my feet all the way up outside the hands. So really, you know, it's 10 reps, you're good at it. Let's try to focus on that just a little bit more today. Ground overhead. It's a flat backed position. Top of the plate's going to touch, pull overhead, touch, pull overhead. Okay, good lockout in the top position. I think most of us should be able to hang on for 20 in a row, almost every single round. And then the plate push press from neck or chest or shoulders, dip, push, dip, push. Okay, so I do want you to utilize the legs, dip, knees are out, push overhead, like so. Certainly not a full squat on that, just a small little dip. And then for the sit-up, on the ground, you're gonna touch, hands overhead, touch, toes in front, like so. Knees out just makes it a little bit easier to balance, a little bit easier on the hip flexors than knees in, but you can try whichever you like. If you like the knees straight ahead or in, that's fine as well. If you have a barbell for this, you could do a very light snatch, touch to overhead, like 75, 55, or even lighter, empty bar. And then obviously push press with the bar for that. If you have a dumbbell, it could be dumbbell snatch, alternating to ground. And then you could do, ideally, you could do a double arm push press, so back to a plate or a bar, or you can just do single arm, 15 each side, okay? If you have questions, let me know. I'll share the screen one more time so you guys can get a visual. Let's continue warming up here for a couple minutes. Practice all the movements. Get comfortable breathing during the movements. And if you know kind of the pace you're going to be moving at, practice that pace. So your burpees don't necessarily need to be practiced at a sprint pace. Just practice them at the workout pace. Alex, excellent, Jill.
Alex, would you have a preference if I did one 50-pound dumbbell or two 25-pound dumbbells?
Let's go 1 50-pound dumbbell for this one today.
Okay.
You could go the 220s for the push press though, Mike. That looks good, Paige. All right, we're gonna go in 1 minute here. So make sure you're ready. Make sure you're also recovered. Don't do 10 burpees right now. We're gonna go in 1 minute. And keep track of your rounds and reps. The score for this workout will be total reps. So we'll do a little bit of math at the end. Thankfully, the math is pretty easy. There's 100 reps per round. So again, I think a lot of us can push very hard through these first 3 movements, the 10 burpees, the 20 ground overhead, and the 30 push press. Recover on your sit-ups, and then kind of decide on round 2 if you can continue to push those first 3 movements or not. But again, I think a lot of us will recover on sit-ups. They take a long time. They're not too taxing on the heart rate. They are taxing on the abs, of course. All right, 13 minutes. Also have the clock counting up. We're going in 10. 10 burpees to start. And go. After 10, you're right into 20 ground overhead. Remember to regulate the breathing early on. Get comfortable into a groove. And we're good flat back at the bottom of that ground overhead. And then push press, you're going to utilize the legs. Dip and drive with the legs. job, Kayla. Nice, Jill. Great reps on that. Jan, remember to use a push press grip on that, so a little closer. There you go. Job, Nikki. And the shoulders and heart get to recover on the sit-up. I'm sure all the way up at the top, Katie. That one was better. Nice job, Kathy. As soon as you're done, quick transition into the burpees again. You got it, Jana. Nice work, Jelaine. Good job, Sherry. Good job, Jill. Here you go, Streeter. And the whole time you're doing this, back of your mind, you know you can recover on the sit-ups. Good job, Ashley. Here you go, we're over halfway. Nice job, Katie. Good, Nikki. Once you get through your sit-ups on this round, let's really push on the final. Nice work, Jana. Good job, Mike. So we'll finish strong here. Oh boy, Kev. Three minutes left here, guys. Again, as soon as you're through those sit-ups, push as hard as you can on the burpees, ground overhead. Good job, Kayla. Nice, Bridget. Nice work, Kathy. Keep it going. Almost there. 2 minutes. Here you go, Jan. Another set. Yeah, Kev. Way to go. Final minute here. All you got into it. Let's go. Let's see what we can push through here to finish. 30 seconds left. 10 seconds. Couple more reps. 3, 2, 1. Good. Guys, excellent job. So again, score today is total reps. There's 100 reps in one round, so pretty easy math to do on that. Feel free to type that score into the chat, or you can tell me it. But we'll take 1 to 2 minutes to recover, find your score, and then we'll get into our stretch. I had a big Shania Twain song on there at the end over here. Any Man of Mine was just pumping. That was a nice noise.
It's me.
That's good music, Kevin.
I'm trying to get out of it.
It was pumping.
Totally my fault.
Hey, it's all good. I liked it. It was good music, at least. You guys like the workout?
Yeah,
Yes.
good. Yes.
Yes, that's good. What was the hardest part? The sit-ups?
Shoulders.
The shoulders. Definitely a
Peace.
shoulder workout.
Yeah, mine's my shoulders for the press, push press.
So all of you guys get into a child's pose right now. Do 1 minute there. Helps to relax the shoulders, bring the heart rate down. And we'll get a little twisted cross action after that.
Alex, I got 215. It's Jane.
215, Jane. Thank you. I think that's everybody. About 30 more seconds here. Child's pose.
It's motivating to work out with a 30-year-old younger godchild.
You were setting the pace, Nikki. All right, so a twisted cross is essentially a prone scorpion position where you're just going to hold it. So lay on the ground, arms are going to be out, and you're just going to push over. And you're just going to hold that position. Okay, so we'll go for 1 minute each side. The arm that's on the ground, if you have it straight out, it'll be a little bit easier. If you want more of a shoulder stretch, you bend that arm at 90 and then twist over the top of it, okay? So Jan, you're gonna wanna push the other foot. And Kale, I want your hand up, straight out to your side. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't feel it, you can, the arm that's on the ground, bend it at 90 degrees, the elbow. And then push yourself up higher with the other arm. Basically, you're trying to like flatten yourself.
Lace.
You can just lay there.
Yeah, that's
ahead, switch sides.
Is this right?
I don't know what you're doing, Jana.
I don't know, too. Is it the same leg with the same arm side?
Just do a prone scorpion and then hold it. So,
Okay, so this is like this,
no,
right?
just try to bring your foot
No?
here. Jan, you can just go back to child pose. I don't know what that is. That's something.
I'm logging off. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Alex.
Bye, Kale. Happy Friday. All right, guys, you're good there. That was tough for me to explain that stretch, but hopefully we felt something. If nothing else, you just at least got to lay on the ground. Really nice job. Thanks for coming. Happy Friday. If you want to stick around and chat, I'll be for a couple minutes. And I'm going to be out.
Thanks, Alex. It was awesome.
Job, Jane.
Jane.
Still waiting to
Okay.
see you. Still waiting to
Thanks,
see
Alex.
you.
Have a
Bye.
good weekend.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Bye. You just have to modify.
What was that?
Okay.
Katie?
I had to modify those push press.
Yeah, I saw. That's fine. You have dumbbells. You should just use your dumbbells.
Yeah, I should have.
Thanks,
I want-
Alex.
Yeah, I should have. Bye, Jill.
I didn't know what to do. I was in the middle of the workout.
No, you got to ask me beforehand. I got lots of time. Bye, Julian.
How did you modify, Katie?
I laid down and did floor presses with the plate instead of the push press overhead.
You have a bar too. You could have done barbell. Come on, Katie.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Marines.